Let's get straight into the Modern Rejects podcast. I am Nick Vavar.
I'm Colton.
I am Patrick.
And this is episode 65. Let's get a round of applause for episode 65.
Yes, sir.
Stop! Snaps for Chill, baby. Chill couldn't make it today,
We missed
so shout out to Chill. Now, World War III is upon us. We all know this. You've all seen the memes on Twitter and Instagram, and especially TikTok. If you get on TikTok right now, dude, it is nothing but like World War III fucking
Really?
shit. Oh, dude, it's getting to the point where like motherfuckers are dressing up like it's World War III, and they're like reenacting like the whole shit in like their front yard and shit. But like it's all fun and game, you know what I'm saying?
until you're in.
Yeah, you know, and like you see the videos with like the people that are actually in the army, and they're like, "Bro, y'all are assholes."
Yeah.
Like, bro, we the ones that gotta go do this shit. But update on the fucking World War III shit real quick.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Oh, well, Iran fucking tried to drop a little fucking mini cocks on the United States,
Ain't shit.
and
bro.
it was nothing but like, it was one of those things where like you go to like school and you punch the big kid in the, or like you punch the school bully in the face, and then like the next day the school bully's like, dude, I got my fucking eyes done that day, I couldn't see shit, so that's why he knocked me out. Like, I'll go punch him if you want me to, but like I don't want to.
The craziest thing that happened is Iran fucking shot down a passenger jet with 236 people on it, thinking that it was a retaliation for like their bombing on the U.S. embassy, and like they're just like not in trouble for it right now. 236 passengers. There's like 30 something Canadians. Like, just shot out of the air. Passenger jet.
I was just fucking saying, can you imagine being a Canadian and like you're not even like involved in this shit and
At
you
all.
get fucked up?
You're like falling out of the air like this motherfucker Trump that got me shot out of the air.
That is the last thing I want to fucking do is like get involved with some Iranian motherfuckers. And that's why I brought this whole thing up. I don't even know what fucking Iran looks like, bro.
Like fucking Mars.
Like, are we talking like, is it nothing but dirt?
I mean, it used to be.
Like, I know I sound ignorant as fuck to this
No,
shit.
no, no. Like for real. Like the reason Iran is like dirt is like the country used to be absolutely be like beautiful. Like it used to be like lush with forests and shit. But like if you think about it, like that area is where humans started. So like that dirt has been cultivated and agriculture has been on it for since humans have started. So if there's any dirt that's been had all their fucking fertileness taken out of it, it's there. And then we came and bombed the shit out of it.
Where's Dubai?
Dubai is in the Middle East. It's I think below like the right of the UAE. It's like the UAE.
What are these motherfuckers doing, bro?
Dubai is like one of the richest places.
I
in the
always
world.
see these dudes just chilling in their fucking Bugattis and
Bro,
shit.
the cop cars are Bugattis because they can't like catch regular people. And
Their cop cars in Dubai are
That's
Bugattis?
actually real.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, they got like helicopters and they have their cops now have jetpacks and they can like fly around and like
Jetpacks.
I swear.
You're fucking with me.
Not joking.
There's
It's
cops
like,
in Dubai
they
with
use
jetpacks.
them. Like,
you remember
they use them
Ansel
in public?
Yeah. You remember Ansel in
And Gretel?
Yeah.
in high school? No, you remember Ansel?
Uh-uh.
My dude, Ansel, like this is how fucking crazy Dubai is. He learned how to ski inside a mall because there's like a mountain with like a ski slope in it inside a mall
Dubai?
that's so big.
Where do they get all this fucking money from?
Oil.
They just have oil?
Oil reserves is a whole country.
So what if we go over there and take their oil?
Then what do you think everyone does? Like that's why they're so rich. They just like sell it all. They
No,
just-
what if the United States decides to pull their cock out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and masturbate?
they will one day whenever they run out of Iran,
That's what I'm
Afghanistan,
saying.
and
So we're just
Syria.
going to go to Dubai and fuck them up and take their oil?
Yeah,
Why don't we just move to Dubai?
because it is very, very hot.
If we all came together in the
And
United
other
States-
than the nice things built there, it also looks like Iran.
Well, listen, if we all got together and Trump said, or if the next president said, hey, we need to get the whole United States, pack your shit up, we're going to fucking Dubai. We're going to take all their shit. We're going to live their lifestyle. They're going to come here and live whatever lifestyle they were living. They're going to try to live here, but they can't because they don't know we got the fucking oil now. If we really wanted to go fuck up Dubai, we could bust a fat nut on Dubai.
The one of the fucking
Oh, hell yeah.
one of the top generals came out and said for
my
USA
God.
the other day, said the most like gangster shit.
Say it. Hold on.
What did he say exactly?
He said, I'll tell you the exact words right now. He said, no, pull up the first part. I know the last part. He says, try to get the full recording so we can play it on the little thing. Verbatim, this dude goes, if you're thinking about messing going to war with the United States of America, so help me God.
Yeah.
There'll be someone else raising your kids.
That's exactly what he says.
Bro, when he said it, you're kind of
Bro.
like, it kind of like, you feel like he's threatening you. You're like, damn, motherfucker.
Someone else will be raising your children, bro. That's
Yes.
not a nice
Yes.
thing to say.
Imagine getting into a street fight, and he's like, post up. You're like, motherfucker, somebody being about to be raising your kids. That's death.
All right, I'm going to play it on the mic, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Dude,
Listen to me, man.
that's
Dude.
not playing, bro. He's not.
You know he has a daughter. He probably has like 3 kids, and like his daughter's going to prom this year, and that's the exact line he's gonna say to the kid that's taking her to prom. Dude, you know what's crazy? You know, you see on movies and shit of like dads and shit, like when like, you know, you seen the Bad Boys shit where the kid comes to pick up the girl for prom. He's like, motherfucker, how old are you? He's like 15. He's like, motherfucker, you look 30. You seen him? You seen that scene?
No.
Well, you know, you see dads trying to intimidate the kids when they come over to pick up the prom day or whatever, and you always think that shit's fake, right? Son, my prom date in high school was the girl that I dated for 4 years. I knew this dad for 4 years, so it's not like I didn't know him. And goes and gets all his fucking guns. My man has a fucking AR. I mean, got the whole set, right?
You could hear the storm in the background.
Yeah, the storm in the background.
Presenting live from the eye of the storm.
He lays all his machine guns out in his little man cave in the garage. Lays all his machines out, gets all his pistols and lays them out, right? Calls me in there, and he like, I walk in there and I look at all the guns out and I walk in there, right? And the first thing I think about is like, this motherfucker really think I'm about to fucking shit my pants.
We had a homie who, some dude in Mansfield tried to rob him. He was in the car, and he was selling him love. Not gateway, but selling him something.
Yeah.
Of some substance.
Okay.
And a homeboy gets in the car and pulls a gun out to his head and is like, yo, like, I'm not paying you for this shit. Just, like, give me this. And it's only, like, 8 grams. And our homeboy just is like, all right, bet. Just floors it and just starts driving with the dude, like, in the car. He's like, you kill me. Like, we're fucking crashing into a house. He's like, yeah. Shoot me in the head. Like,
I've seen a video of that.
And then
like that.
he's like, all right, stop the car. Let me out. And the dude gets out.
You pay him?
What?
You pay him?
No, he kept everything and he just got out.
What the fuck, dude?
That's funny, though. That was real as fuck.
Shout
out to the homie.
What's his homie's name?
Mikey Boy.
Oh god, I don't know who the fuck this is. Yeah, that's funny. What else? This thing with fucking Iraq, right? When you think of Iraq, and I don't mean to get racist on this podcast, but when you think Iranian, when I hear the word Iran or Iranian, I think of a box TV. Does that make sense? Like a box TV with the antennas on it. And it's like brown, wooden brown on the sides. Like, I feel like that's the kind of...
He just took a scene out of Iron Man whenever they're in the Middle East.
Yeah.
That's all you just did.
Yeah. That's what I think, though. Real shit. When I see where's the Middle East? Is that Iran?
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
Yeah.
It's just dirt and mountains. And fucking bearded men. And what's up with the motherfucker? They can't grow the beard, like, on the face. They always grow, like, it's on the side. It's always, like, on the edge.
I think that's just a style of their...
They need to change that. We need a full beard.
I'm a full beard
We need a full beard
type person.
But, you know. What else going on this week, dude?
What is going on
I'm
this
thinking
week?
about getting a bidet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been shitting a lot lately. And let me tell you what, dude. My asshole is...
We talking runny poops or solid poops?
I mean, solid, but I mean, a good fucking... mixture of both, man. I fucking got home the other day and I shit for the 5th time.
In one day.
It gets the dude, yes.
Okay.
And like the thing is, these aren't like massive shits. They're like, it's like it was meant to be one shit.
Okay.
But it was expanded into 5. I get home, I fucking
like,
shit.
What's the time span of this?
Dude, like, it's not even that fucking long. It's like 45, 50 minutes.
But with 5 shits?
Yes,
No,
man!
you're lying.
I
It's
swear,
one every 10
dude.
minutes, bro.
I fucking listen, dude. I fucking finally I get home. I get home, my fist shit, and I shit, And I'm just sitting there, and I can just feel the fucking stuff. It felt like someone got a double meat burger and just threw it on the grill. And it's just grilling, son. That's how my asshole felt. And I'm just sitting there thinking about, like, dude, you got to wipe your ass now, and it is going to hurt so fucking bad. And at that moment, I thought to myself, I think I need to invest in a bidet. And if that means I have to get a whole brand new toilet, then I will get a whole brand new toilet. Because listen, not only can you get your ass cleaned, but some motherfuckers are into getting their asshole a little bit touched.
And Nick is one of those motherfuckers.
No, Colton did tell me that he was interested in a little bit of ass play.
I heard that.
Yeah, he did ask me for some advice, and what I told him was...
Patrick ain't said shit this whole podcast.
What I told him was, I said, if she's going to touch your asshole, you better be busting nuts. Because if she touch your asshole and you don't bust a nut...
Was it worth it? No, if you don't bust a nut, exactly.
If listen to me, gentlemen out there, if a girl touches your asshole and you don't bust a nut, it was not worth it. What else is going on this week, dude?
Well, you had... I liked your other idea. Nick was talking about advice for people going through a mental breakdown.
Yes.
We weren't talking about, like, full, like, psychosis or, like, you know, people with, like, actual mental problems. We were talking about everyday people, like, you know, whenever you're walking through a door and your belt loop gets caught on the fucking door handle and it's, like, the last thing that should happen and you just fucking... just pisses you off.
Yes. So, like, what I mean by these mental breakdowns, it's like... Because, like, you know, you're having a bad day, you're driving fucking home, and some fucking idiot cuts you off or something, and then that just sends you over the line, and then you, like, start fucking with the car, and you're like, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. And then before you know it, you're fucking punching your steering wheel and having a fucking full mental breakdown. Thank you. She brought me more wine.
Well done.
Thanks. But it's like one of those things where, like, you're having, like, you want some more? You can. I want to know the advice that we can take on when we have one of our moments. And I've done the whole fucking breathe shit, the whole... And that just pisses you off even more, son. That makes you want to fuck... And the thing is, like, if you're in the mood... If you're in the mood to fucking punch something and you can't find anything soft, it's a guaranteed fucking rock to, like, your fucking hand.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
That thing that sends you over the edge that day it's never something you'd always be that mad at, but because it was that day on that moment.
That's what I'm saying. Then you go home and then you smoke, and then after you're like, why the fuck?
Why was I mad, dude? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, why the fuck? There's no worse feeling. There's two things. There's no worse feeling than when you have an idea and then you do the idea, and then after you see the complete product, you go, I could have done this so much better. And then there's you do something off your fucking reactions, and then you go, why the fuck did I just do that?
Yeah, but as long as you don't take that same L twice in a row, or like do that thing wrong twice in a row.
If you take the L twice in a row, then
it's not a learning experience.
It's not a learning experience,
and that's not one.
Dude, let's get serious real quick.
Yeah. So, what is the advice that you guys have? Pat, what do you do?
I have. This is what helps me. Like, if I hang out with my friends for like a good night and like for a good minute, and
okay,
like,
so
don't talk about the mental breakdown, but like having a good night with the homies, like just a good night, you know, not a party or nothing, just.
Mm-hmm. What about
chilling.
in that exact moment, like within your 5-minute reaction? Because I feel like everyone gets the
5-minute reaction.
Yeah, everyone gets the mad for a second, but like if you were to give someone advice for like 5 minutes after that thing happened to like whenever you calm down, you look at yourself.
Let me tell you my experience, right? So this happened to me. I ended up getting in trouble for this shit, right? Probation, year. Had to take fucking anger management class, right? Oh my god, I'm so glad I brought this up. Let's talk about this, right? So I took anger management class because I had to, right?
AP or no?
AP, what do you mean?
Like school, like AP classes.
Oh no,
I'm sorry.
That wasn't funny. no, I'm fucking with you. But no, so I had to take anger management, right? And my situation was I got into an altercation with someone on the road. That's basically it, right? And fucking person went to the cops, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm in fucking probation or in anger management class. And you think your life is so hard, or you think that the situation that you had was like stupid until you listen to these motherfuckers in there, man. Oh my God. Man, one of the motherfuckers was Mexican, barely showed up to class, was always trying to be the center of attention. He shows up in class one day, right? He's just sitting there like this with his arms down. He's usually loud as fuck, so the teacher goes, "What's wrong?" to him. What's wrong? Whatever. We're like a big group, so we all have to talk to each other about our homework, right? Our homework is a packet that we do, and then we go to class, and then we go throughout the whole class, and we talk about the packet, give each other advice, whatever, right? Just what am I trying to say? Constructive criticism.
Okay.
And dude sitting there with his arms crossed, right? The teacher goes, "What's wrong?" He goes, "Man, I got home from work yesterday. I walk in my house, see my baby, my newborn. My fucking girl was fucking someone else, man." Starts bawling, crying, and I'm like, everybody else is like,
"Damn,
fuck," like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're all like, everyone's like, "Damn, man, that sucks," whatever. He's like, he gets up and goes, "I try my best, teacher. I try my best not to beat the shit out of that motherfucker." And everybody's like,
"Did you do it?"
He's like, dude. He's like, and the teacher's like, and that's when everybody gets into like woo sawing his ass, right? Calm down. One motherfucker goes,
So there's this girl in there. She turns 18 while she's in there, and there's this one kid, Trey, he was 16. He had about 5 teeth left, and Trey was a whole mess.
Wait, where are you at right now?
Inside the rehab.
Okay.
So it was outpatient, meaning like you went 3 times a week for like 3 hours each time you went.
Okay.
Drug test every time.
Right.
Anyways, there was this one girl who was in there who was 18. She was an inpatient. And Trey was an inpatient before outpatient, and he said, this is me at just turned 17, by the way.
Okay.
And he's telling me that there's this girl in there. He tells me the whole story about her, and I don't see her till probably like a month later. And I'm like, Trey's at the girl, and I see her. I ask him the story again. He tells me that she only has a week left at the moment that I saw her. So actually, it was like 2 weeks after I heard this story. And what Trey told me is that girl was on bath salts, every drug you think of plus bath salts, and she snapped.
Are bath salts actually bath salts?
It's an amphetamine.
Okay.
So it's just like something that just like, it's like crack almost kind of, but like a stronger high.
Right.
And then like kind of more energetic. Anyways, this chick like cracked, like her brain broke. And so she's in this bitch for like a long time. This one girl comes in for like some weed and Xans or some shit. The bath salts girl literally thought the Xans girl was her dog. Like literally thought that. And so, I'm sorry, I told the story backwards. She comes in, the other girl was already there,
right.
The normal girl. She only has like 2 weeks left. So she comes in, thinks that this girl that's already there is her dog. Mm. She has a contract that she has to stay there for 6 months. The judge is like, yeah, you can leave and go somewhere else, and like, but you have to start your 6 months over. And she's like, I don't want to do that. She's like, well then, this other girl will not stop screaming unless you like sleep next to her. So she had to sleep on the ground next to this girl and like wake up in the middle of the
psycho?
night. Yeah, the other girl was.
What's she doing there? She put her in a fucking psych ward.
She would literally wake up and like pet this bitch like on the ground and be like, "Ha, puppy," like you know, and like she would not leave the room without her dog. And this girl's a standing up human, you know, like.
But she thinks she's a dog.
She thinks she's a literal dog.
There's a person on TikTok that thinks that they're a dog. They wear knee pads.
No, she thinks the other girl is a dog. She doesn't think she's a dog. She thinks this girl, she gets into rehab.
So you're telling me
she gets into rehab, there's this roommate, she's like, "Oh my God, my dog." And
so you're
a normal fucking human.
Hold on.
And the judge is like,
hold on.
The judge.
Hold on. So you're telling me that this girl walks into somewhere, sees a human being,
yep,
and thinks that it's their dog.
To the point where they literally would not stop screaming.
Yeah.
And
because he thought it was the dog.
The
so
teachers are like, the teachers are like, I'm sorry, but like you can either start your 6 months over or you can literally act like a dog for the next 2 weeks and we'll just be like,
what the fuck?
Extra nice to you, bro.
You know how pissed I'd be?
Oh, bro, I'd be so mad.
I'm like, motherfucker, you better give my mama this shit for free. I'm gonna fucking act like a dog. I'm gonna walk around on my hands and knees and let this fucking white woman.
So the way I saw her was because the way I knew it was those two girls is because she was walking. Normal girl was walking in front of crackhead. and she was holding her by her ponytail. And they were just walking. It was for their recess, like 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. But
recess?
Yeah,
where you at?
Some fucking drug rehab.
Yeah, it's funny that you say you got to go to rehab because the first time I got caught smoking pot, fucking my dad goes, or the first time I got smoking weed, it wasn't just weed, it was weed, bars, Zen. It was the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And the first thing he says, he goes, go to rehab. I'm like, fuck, man. And then I'm like, no, whatever. And then a week later, I get caught fucking stealing at the Kohl's. Damn. And they make me take a fucking drug class.
No.
Yeah.
It was a terrible experience.
I've had to take many classes in my life. Yeah. The time I graduated from the drug class, I wore a Bob Marley t-shirt to the graduation.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Learned my lesson.
You think about this shit? Yeah, but back to what we were talking about the lesson shit. So if I were to go through this whole thing and then I were to get in trouble for the same shit that I just went through, that whole thing that I just went through would have been a girl touching my asshole and me not busting a nut.
Exactly. What a great
You see how it just circles back, son? You see how it just circles back?
Come on, that was genius.
But, sometimes we gotta get our assholes touching not busting a nut to learn a lesson.
Dude. I got one more story from the rehab. If you want to hear it.
I love these rehab because this is what people don't understand is like
this is real.
When we go these places, this is real.
This is real,
and there's nothing like these stories that make you feel so normal. You know what I'm saying? You think you're so fucked up inside, and then you hear them.
You guys feel great about yourself. So,
buddy
Trey. On his last day, Trey was, I said 15 or 16, had like the
Never trust a guy named Trey.
5 teeth left.
Never trust a guy named Trey.
And he said, it was the last day.
What race is this kid?
He's a white kid.
I was thinking black.
Fat?
Skinny. Like he did he had
white trash looking
trash.
like trash.
Bought a new pressure cooker every other week, and then his mom would just take it from him. And then he would go grab a new pressure cooker and cook meth.
Was he? I was like, what did he
15, 16. Yeah. Anyways, so homeboy had been in rehab, so hadn't done any drugs for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Gets an outpatient. Doesn't do any drugs for 6 months. It's his last day. All the parents come. Every time it's one of the kids' last day, everyone's sitting in a circle. Everyone says something nice about Trey. Gets all the way around the circle. It's Trey, and then the teacher left. And then Trey is out the door for good after a year and a half of rehab. He goes around the circle. Everyone says some nice shit.
He's about to graduate.
Yeah. Trey gets stands up on his chair because it's his turn. Stands up on the chair.
Why staying on the chair?
He's like, I can't wait to smoke weed. He's like, I'm gonna do shrooms. I'm gonna smoke meth. I'm gonna trip shrooms. And he sings that like on beat. Everyone's like, well, the kids are fucking dying laughing. Like, we cannot stop laughing. The parents are stunned that this could happen. His mom, first time we've ever seen her the whole time that he's been in rehab. She doesn't give a single fuck. She's like, this Trey, teacher, very, I won't say strict, but like strict black lady. Like she's, super nice, but like she didn't play no shit. She's like, Trey, if you don't get your dumb ass out of the chair right now and go the fuck outside. And like Trey comes down, he goes outside, it's raining outside. Trey comes back in, Trey's fucking soaked. We're like, how you doing, Trey? He's like, I was outside and I looked at my reflection in a puddle and I don't like what I've become, so I take back everything I said. The teacher goes,
This is the same
kid.
Same kid.
Teacher goes, shut up. Homeboy went back to inpatient that night.
No, he did not. He didn't graduate. No.
Back to inpatient that night.
How pissed would you be? All you could think about was drugs, and then the second you're about to get released, they put you right back in.
How much longer do you have to go back in?
Yeah, how long do you
6 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they don't do less than 3 months, I don't think, in the inpatient. Damn.
Bro, that is crazy.
Yeah, there's a thunderstorm. We're at 26. We're only gonna do 30. We're not got 30.
That's crazy, bro. I almost saw like a crazy ass accident coming over here.
You almost got in a crazy accident?
I saw one like right in front of me. Almost, bro. This dude was at an intersection and he was turning right and he was waiting for the cars to pass. And he fucking pulled in front of this dude and it was like a pickup truck. And this dude had to, bro, it was so close. He hit the brakes and like flipped a 180. And as soon as he could, like when he wasn't drifting no more, It was actually more like a 180, and then like as soon as he could like have some traction, the cars from like he drove off and the cars behind him like caught up. Like
Where is this at?
like 10 minutes down the same street that Ben Barber's at.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there.
That's true. That Ben Barber smells like fucking pickles.
Oh yeah.
Get that pickle
It's so
factory
nasty.
over there. I cannot work in a fucking pickle factory. I'd kill myself. All right, or
then your car smells like it because you fucking like
your
get off
whole
work,
life
smell
you
like
smell like
pickles.
your fucking DNA would be pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Pat, any last words, my friend?
Be safe tonight, man. If you're in, well,
In
it
the
won't
area.
matter, but
Mm-hmm.
I hope y'all end up being safe, having a safe night.
Pat, I mean, fuck, dude. I just
You called me Pat when I got here.
When Colton got here, I went, Pat. What did I say?
You said Patrick.
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 I looked
He
around
went
for
answer
Pat.
me, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Colton, any last words, my friend?
I'm good. Y'all have a good night.
Shout out. Let's get some snaps for Chill. Shout out Chill. If you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're on the SoundCloud, hit the follow button. This is the Modern Drink Podcast, episode 65. We'll see you next week. Snap it out
All
of
my
here.
life I've been with intellect, but the flow is like incest with degenerates. Fucking stupid, defiant of interest as I interject. I moonwalk in my boots, footsteps when I'm on set.